chew some gum and talk about my fake boyfriend in this magazine. Channing Tatum, Vanity Fair. When is this from? It's old. No, it's not. It's not. February 2023. It's not that old. Looking delicious. Van Cleef and our pals. Dior ad. I feel like I've seen this ad before. Fenty. Isn't that crazy to me? Magazines are crazy to me because you buy the magazine and there's ads in it. I feel like it should be one or the other, you know? If you're buying the magazine, it should be ad-free. These are in every magazine. And I do like them. I do like that. The Chanel Cocoa Crush. Some encounters you wear forever. Rings and cocoa bracelets in 18K beige gold, 18K white gold, and diamonds. Nicole Kidman watch ad. Omega watches. Willow Smith. Being vulnerable is power. That these people who even know who I am is insane. Michael Ward. Seen it before. This is that big chunker of a Prada necklace. Big chunk. Some event. Interview with a Vampire. Well, that was old. Are they interviewing again? To celebrate the Deliciously Decadent series, Vanity Fair and AMC hosted an evening to remember for the show's cast and VIP guests. The Django at the Roxy Hotel was transformed into a gateway to the series universe, where the show's lead vampires Jacob Anderson, Sam Reed, and Bailey Mass mingled with guests. Watch all episodes of Interview with the Vampire now on AMC Plus. Who has AMC Plus? I want to watch it. If you don't know, Interview with a Vampire is one of the things that is involved also with the Mandela effect. I cannot remember. I think it's the title. Like, it used to be one way and it's a different. I cannot remember specifically. Little Gold Men by Vanity Fair. Little Gold Men. Gotta keep pushing my glasses up. I've been wearing my glasses a lot during the week now instead of putting my contacts in. Vanity Fair's twice-weekly Little Gold Men podcast tracks the ups and downs of award season, featuring interviews with the contenders, real-time analysis, and actionable intelligence on the race to celebrate the best of Hollywood. It's the closest you can get to being inside the envelope. Two opposing but not mutually exclusive stories about our current political scene appear in this issue. An apt way to begin a year that will be The Gathering. Here we have, I think, yep, Lupita Nyong'o. I'm not sure how to say her last name. I'm trying my best. Nyong'o. Nyong''O. She is beautiful. This is one of my best friend's girl crush. Well, he's a dude, so I don't think they call them girl crushes when they're a dude, do they? Anyway. He loves her. He might love her as much as I love Channing Tatum. The January 6th report, essential reading for every citizen. I haven't read it yet. Should I read it? I don't know. I've read about it. In book world, I've seen excerpts and stuff, but I haven't read the book. So here we have Michael Ward makes a splash. Michael Ward makes a splash. I hope not in that awesome suit. Burn bright, Michael Ward is leaving audiences dazzled and his mother slightly scandalized. Silver Bell. This must be like a handbag ad. Twilight Zone. What does it mean to rethink time and optimize it? Enter low-fuss skincare for nightly repair. Sloan Stevens wants to give back. I love the name Sloan. It's getting popular now, but I didn't hear about it until a few years ago. I never met anybody named Sloan. I'd love to give back and give people those same opportunities. Bunch of stuff they'll swear you need for your joyride. With moto jackets, ruby accessories, and studded boots, you don't need a license to succumb to the siren call of the open road. It's like brass knuckles on the top of that purse. Kind of weird. Do they come off if you need them? Lush Life. Round trip works of nonfiction that go deep into the climate, music, and media. The Climate Book, The Facts and Solutions. This collection, created by Greta Thunberg and out from Penguin Press, features essays from luminaries like David Wallace Wells and Robin Wall Kimmerer to provide a varied look at the climate crisis. What was The Garden Politic? I haven't heard of that. A 6-pack of thrillers, friendship dramas, and more new novels. This Other Eden, meticulous precision at the turn of the 20th century, a so-called well-intentioned white missionary wreaks devastation on the integrated community living on an island off of Maine's coast. Vintage contemporaries in Slate editor Dan Kias's big-hearted debut novel, a pair of unlikely friends grow up and apart in the 90s New York amid protests in the publishing industry. Age of Vice, the lives of a Playboy heir to a dubiously obtained New Delhi fortune. His servant and journalist reporting on his family tangle in Deepti Kapoor's page-turner, which unfolds from a fatal accident. Victory City, spanning 250 years, Salman Rushdie's epic follows the intertwined fates of a young woman who becomes a vessel for a goddess and the attempted feminist empire she creates. I have some questions for you. As a film professor returns to her England boarding school and reluctantly dredges up memories from a decades-old murder in Rebecca Mackay's bewitching new book. And the last one is called Central Places, from VF Senior Vanities correspondent Delia Kai, a story of the push and pull of home. So, a few of those sound like something I might read. Alright, Jared. Once upon a time, I had a crush on Jared when he was Jordan Catalano in my so-called life. And now he's a freaking nut. So, it doesn't look the same to me anymore. If you ever want to do a deep dive into what he's got going on, he basically has like this camp where he's kind of like the Jesus of his camp. Super weird. Oh, Selma's my girl crush. So yes, I have seen the movie that they're in together. Of course, like, I want to watch it a million times. It's almost like scary how obsessed I am with them too. In love with new essentials that will take your everyday to the next level. That's the problem. In love with new. No, stop it. Stop. I'm trying to not do that. I'm trying to just use what I have. Faces of a Nation. The National Portrait Gallery's gala honored visionary Americans and the artists who portrayed them. Maximum dosage. As red carpet culture returns, the celebrity gossip cycle is back and more fervent than ever. Blah, 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 I don't care. It's just, now I care. After a lengthy hiatus, Channing Tatum is back to cap off his blockbusting strip trilogy. The Man with the Moves opens up about laughing, crying, dancing, and finding love with Zoe Kravitz. Oh, he's in a relationship. Well, that's dumb. Fine, I'm happy for him. I'll go slow, promises Channing Tatum. He looks down, his chiseled brow furrowed in concern. How's that? He asks, too slow. As an athlete and a dancer, Tatum is used to contorting his body into exotic positions. And it doesn't take long for him to find his rhythm. I still need to watch the movie with him and the dog. I cannot think of the name of it right now. It's newer. And it's on Amazon Prime, I believe. Tatum was discovered to be following a number of Kravitz's fan accounts on Instagram. I have no chill. I was innocent, he swears. I was just seeing what she was up to. Also, I didn't know anyone would know. odd. I can't tell if he's supposed to be like working in a kitchen or like Sandra Bullock, his good friend and co-star, calls him a beautiful, evolved goofball who brings joy wherever he goes. That's what I see. Like, I can't help it. When I see Channing Tatum do anything, I'm like, he's gotta be goofy in real life. Like, he's gotta be goofy in real life. In business, I have no real fear of anything being destroyed, says Tatum, but hurt things when it comes to people I love. I have a really hard time. Like, I don't even really like his modeling that much because I can't see him being goofy in it, you know? Alright, that's that. Pariahs in paradise. Chaos lingers at the periphery, but the Trump-Kushner marriage is thriving in exile. Pitbull is a pal. Carbone is for dinner, and Game of Thrones is only a TV show. I don't know what's going on. Or don't care. Like, when I say I don't know, it's because I don't want to know. Willow. After a turbulent year for her famous family, Willow Smith pours her anger and vulnerability into a surprising new rock album. I mean, you were always in the spotlight, so that's kind of, we don't know much about like how that feels, most of us. But I'd imagine the last few years were just like, if you had a limit, you probably hit it. Willow Smith's scream is a fearsome thing, a visceral, guttural wail you'd expect from a 90s metal band. Doberman, an all-black Doberman. And an all-black outfit that I actually like. And then some pink, like bubblegum pink. The Montreal Mafia. When an unwitting rural Canadian couple met two local mob henchmen, the Coen brothers level mayhem ensued. But the glory murders they became party to were anything but a joke. And then this is all that. That might be interesting. On the morning they were arrested for allegedly burning bodies as a part of a series of mafia murders. Contract killing was codenamed cannoli. So they were calling contract killings cannolis. To assassinate someone was to eat them. Montreal's Sicilian Mafia is called the Sixth Family due to its interconnectedness with New York's 5 families. So it's like the sixth, but they're the only ones outside of New York, I guess. As they rolled on one of the corpses onto a sheet of plastic, it suddenly moved. Pretty grim. The Role of Her Life, a new biography, reveals that the details of Elizabeth Taylor's lonely battle as an activist during the crisis and her struggle to persuade her famous Hollywood friends to help. It would really suck, like, to be famous and to have a big platform and have all this power, and you have something that you're really, like, trying to do, and then you find out, like, all your friends are just surface level, selfish, self-absorbed, greedy bums. While she was waging her battle, Elizabeth must have been thinking of her close friends Montgomery Clift, James Dean, and Rock Hudson. Death tripping. On the road in rural Wisconsin, the author knocks the doors of houses that bear the darkest American symbols and flags, behind them finding a modern philosophy of war. The thing to worry about is meanings, not appearances. You start prepping several generations ahead to have bodies when you lose so many bodies that you need a level of fresh bodies. This way of thinking, he acknowledged, was macabre, but the macabre has gone mainstream. This must be Athena. Athena gazed down on me, dead-eyed. Her aim, I learned, was to be the best in the family. Rob emerged, big, buzz-cut, camouflaged, holstered on his hip. Yeah. Yeah, we get it. Okay. So I guess, stay out of Wisconsin. Not because of that. Alright, so that is that. There are a few things I probably should read in here when I get the time to do so. If you are still there, I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your evening, or a good night's sleep. And I will see y'all real soon.